So today is very gray and it's very snowy. It's the first frost of the season. I shouldn't say it's very snowy. It's not like coming down hard, but it's definitely uh, getting colder. And I need to put my winter tires in actually. But because it's gray and because it's cold, it makes it very hard to stay motivated to go work out. So it was really tough to get out and go to the gym today. But I knew that if I didn't go to the gym today, that would turn into me not going to the gym tomorrow and the day after, and possibly for weeks and months, and who knows how bad that spiral would go. So I forced myself to go to the gym and I worked on my rib placement and alignment in handstands, because I'm noticing, as well as some teachers have been telling me, that when I kick up into handstand, I banana out really bad and I don't bring my ribs with me. So I have to really think about pulling those ribs in. Now I got some really good feedback in my handstand class yesterday, and I was told that I don't flare my ribs out, I just sway my back. So I really just got to think of pulling essentially the xiphoid process down towards my pubic symphysis and shorten that distance and pull those ribs in. So that's what I did today, and that was the main focus of my workout. So we're just going to skip over the general warm-up and band work that I normally do, focusing in again on pulling those ribs in, and we're doing some shoulder stretches. Normally I would think about pushing my armpits down to the floor, but I've started to think more about the form of my body as well. So again, I'm thinking of pulling that xiphoid process down towards that pubic symphysis to pull those ribs in this position, just to simulate where it would be in a handstand. And I'm doing 3 sets of 60 seconds here, speeding it up a bit just so that you don't have to watch 3 minutes of me stretching out my shoulders. It's actually my left shoulder that normally bugs me was feeling pretty good today, so I think repeatedly doing these exercises, and especially what's coming up right now, which is the scapular push-ups, has been really helping with strengthening that GH joint. So again, here I'm thinking of pulling those ribs in as I push through. So I think my form is looking pretty good, but if anybody there who's a hand balancer knows what's going on, please do let me know if I need to make any tweaks or changes. In this position, I'm trying to keep the weight fairly balanced throughout my whole hand, so it's not just in the heel of my hands or just in the fingers. Coming into the butterflies here today, again, feeling fairly tight. I don't know what's going on there, but I do feel like my butterfly is improving and that my spine is elongating and my head is getting closer to the floor. So even though I'm feeling tight, I can definitely see improvement. We pull off to the side so we can see it from a side view. There we go. Getting closer. And there is roundness to my spine, but I am attempting to lengthen it out. I just always got that hunch. Eventually that'll go away, I'm sure. And my third attempt, you can see my head is lower this time than my first attempt. So with warm-up, it does improve and get lower. Coming into, yep, my pancakes. Today's pancakes, they were tough. This is my first attempt, and it took me a good long while to actually get my shoulders and chest down to the floor. So as you can see, there's quite a big gap between shoulders and floor right now. Kind of bouncing into it, which I know you're not really supposed to do, but I wasn't really thinking when I was doing this. It just kind of happened. So slowly but surely, we are closing that gap between shoulders and floor. Ooh, getting closer. And for pancakes as well as butterflies, we did 3 sets of 60 seconds. So we still were hovering on that first one. On the second one, from the side here, you can see that my shoulders come down. Pretty jittery today. It was hard to find that center of calm. Here it is from the front once again. And as you can see, the third one, much easier to get those shoulders down. There we go. Breathe it out. Good. Coming into hollow body holds, we are doing 3 sets of 40 seconds. At least that was the attempt. We had done 3 sets of 30 seconds the last time. Today I was able to get 2 sets of 40 seconds and 1 set of 20 seconds. So once again, focusing on that rib placement and that body alignment, and trying to keep contact with the floor with my entire low and mid back. Shoulders are coming off the floor, which just naturally happens when I pull my ribs in. Definitely didn't feel as shaky today as it normally does, so clearly there's some kind of improvement happening. There's attempt 1. We'll speed through 2 and 3 here. Constantly trying to remember to keep breathing here. I always feel like I should hold my breath, but I should not. So I force myself to breathe. Coming into those pike knee slides. Once again, really thinking of pulling in those ribs and pushing out through the shoulders and spotting between the hands. The eventual goal here is to get to 3 sets of 10 reps. Today I was able to get to 3 sets of 7 reps, and then tomorrow I'll aim for 3 sets of 8. Next day 3 sets of 9, and yada yada until I get to 10. Today is very much focusing in on those ribs though. Last set. And adding on handstand alignment drills, so first pushing through those shoulders and then coming up into that pike position, really focusing in once again on ribs. Today is all ribs, so we're thinking of ribs pulling in, we're thinking of pushing through those shoulders as well so that they're nice and elongated, and we're thinking of spotting between our hands the entire time. And for this I did 3 sets of 20 seconds. I did find that this first one felt like I was a little too high up, so I removed 2 on either side, bringing it down to a height of 6 of those, whatever they're called. Second set, push through those shoulders and walk myself up. And then I'm trying to push myself forward to bring the weight into my hands, and then thinking of those ribs pulling in, pushing through those shoulders, spotting my hands. and just trying to get a proper alignment for handstands. Last set of the day, constantly reminding myself about those ribs, because I know that if I relax and don't think, I will not keep those ribs where they need to be. Push through the shoulders, pull in those ribs, spot through the hands, and breathe. All in all, this workout was tiring but felt pretty good. That's it.